What started as a way to allow people in Denver to get outside while still social distancing might be around even after the pandemic ends. The city of Denver shut down several streets to vehicle traffic in April. Now, those who have been using those streets say the changes have made a big difference in their day-to-day lives. CBS 4's Karen Morfitt checking in from Cheeseman Park tonight. Karen, they don't want that to end.
No, not at all, Jim. These temporary barriers that are on what would normally be busy downtown streets have really reduced the amount of car traffic and increased the amount of pedestrian traffic. We wouldn't be able to stand here if they weren't here. Now there's a push to make sure that these shared streets stick around. For David Mintzer, a doctor at Denver Health, biking to work along 11th Avenue was often met with worry until about 3 months ago with the addition of these.
I was working the COVID ward almost every day, and I can honestly say biking down this street without having to worry about cars, speeding by or turning into me, that was probably the only stress-free moment of the day that I had.
Across the city, streets were closed or had limited vehicle access to give those walking, biking, and rolling more space to social distance safely.
We think there's just a ton of benefit to be had beyond COVID, beyond the pandemic. Even when this is over, people are just enjoying these streets so much.
His daughters, Ella and Noah, agree.
I can just go and bike, and I can bike as fast as I really want.
As a member of the Denver Bicycle Lobby, he and other members, like Spencer McCullough, have started a petition with already more than 1,000 supporters, hoping to make these changes permanent.
Long term, I'd love to see these permanently closed to cars, only pedestrians and cyclists, more lights, more benches, places for people to sit.
Out of all the negative COVID has brought, supporters say this could be a positive improvement that lasts.
I want it to last for a long time, but I also want the other side of the park to be car-free.
That's right. They also want to see this program grow. The group delivered their petition to the mayor's office today, but I'm also told they plan to make their case in front of city council. If you'd like to find out more or you'd like to sign that petition, it is still open. We have more information online at cbsdenver.com. For now, we're live in Denver. Karen Morfitt covering Colorado First.
All right, Karen, thank you.